to Manila, its proximity to major toll roads now, the interchange of Subic, Clark, Tarlac, Northern Luzon, the ability of the North Rail project to come in, and I understand that there's some controversy associated with it, but that will happen. And we believe that DMIA, despite any issues associated with open skies, will continue to see more and more flights. Because the business community is going to drive that, not the political community. Right. And I think you're seeing the business community doing it today. Now. It's happening now. So this was not a parochial decision. This is a business decision that says Texas Instruments wants to be here. Hanjin wants to be in Subic.
And you're here.
And we're here.
Right.
And Sutherland's here. And AOL's here. And all the big companies are coming here or in Subic. And the Subic-Clark corridor, Secretary Pamantuan, BCDA, all of the parties who see that are working as something that if all the Filipino people united behind it, it would even move a lot faster. So no, it's a business decision, not a political.
Okay, I got to stop you there because I've been being signaled. We've gone overtime for the first portion, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Mr. Dennis Wright, head of Peregrine Development International. It's so nice to hear guys who've been around the world, done all the things, talk about this. It raises the morale of the people in Central Luzon, especially those living within the Clark community. We'll have a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, we have more questions we'll raise to Mr. Dennis about the project itself after these messages.
Kaunlaran. Kailangan ng isang damdamin na naiintindihan ang pangangailangan ng mamamayan. Isang kaibigan na handang tumulong. Isang ina na bukas ang puso para sa lahat. Isang paninindigan na tuparin ang sinumpaang tungkulin maglilingkod. At maging liwanag katulad ng araw na tanlaw ng sambayanan kaagapay sa kaularan.
Savers Digital Hub Appliance Depot is a 3C store. Complete line of consumer electronics, communication gadgets, and computers. For over 20 years now, Savers Mart has grown that far, now with 16 branches to serve you. Savers Digital Hub Appliance Depot, your total home and business solution.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the second portion of today's special edition. Of course, we're talking about the newest project, which I said when I introduced Mr. Dennis Wright as something that steered the hornet's nest. It's the Global Gateway Logistics City. Mr. Dennis, please talk about this. So, right now, even the location, when you talk about the roads and the highways leading to it, the people in Angeles and in the environs will know what you're talking about. So please.
Well, and right behind me on this pictogram is a schematic of it, but maybe it'd be easier, I can talk a little bit to this here, and if you have that image and people can see it. But the site was formerly known as Industrial Estate 5.
Okay.
That was the site.
IE5 they call it before.
That's correct.
Industrial Estate 5.
And it's the area that's bounded by Mabalacat on the west.
Yes.
The Subic-Clark Tarlac Expressway on the east, and the interchange connector between NLE and the Subic-Clark Tarlac Expressway. And on the south, by Rojas, M.A. Rojas.
M.A. Rojas Highway.
So you've got, if you can picture, for those that
Yes.
are familiar with it, then they can picture coming in with the SM Mall on the
Yes.
right, the cemetery, and I'd like to spend
Yes.
a little time about that later, but the cemetery on the right, and then you have Yokohama, Nanox, LNK, SMK, Adirons, electronic manufacturers there. It's that area that is behind them.
Yes.
That is parallel between the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway and the city of Mabalacat. It is 167 hectares.
Yes.
And as you said at the beginning, it is bigger than Fort Bonifacio.
Yes.
It is bigger than Makati. So that gives your audience
Yes.
an appreciation of just how big this project is. And ideally, it becomes the ideal logistics center. Now, we seen this coming. Common sense business drove it. But the major interchange for Clark
Yes.
is right in the center of the target. So on this schematic that we have,
Yes.
the Subic-Clark-Tarlac interchange
Okay.
between the city of Mabalacat and then Dinalupian today. But the-
City of Mabalacat, you're now calling it a city, huh?
yeah.
Soon it will be once you have this project.
Well, absolutely, and I'll tell you, both Angeles and Mabalacat are going to benefit tremendously. We already
Tremendously,
see
huh?
signs of the growth.
Yeah,
You see it in the community already. You see building. So the main interchange for Clark will be in the middle of this site,
Okay.
the middle of the 167 hectares. And in fact, if you remember, we had the groundbreaking ceremony
Yes.
right in the middle of that road. Now, I want to make sure people understand that credit belongs to BCDA, General
Yes.
Abaya, BCDA, who funded that interchange
Yes.
and that road, and it is being built by Hazama, and that road will open an interchange in February.
February, right.
And that means that people will come off right in the middle of the 167 hectare
Yes.
tract of land. Now, maybe
So as soon as they get off or get off
they're in the logistics city.
in the logistics city.
Now, let's take a minute. Why did we call it Logistics City?
Yeah.
Sheikh Mohammed in Dubai, the ruler of Dubai, is, I believe, perhaps one of the most brilliant businessmen and political leaders and leaders in the world today. And his vision was to create Dubai as an international city
Yes.
in the Middle East, and he has excelled at that. But he started things called Internet City, Media City, Logistics City, and we stole his idea.
Yes.
He primed it with companies like Internet City, with Microsoft,
Yes.
Dell, Cisco, big, and all of a sudden everybody came. He did the same thing with Media City, with Reuters, AP,
Yeah.
all the big media outlets. And so we stole that idea. Logistics City to aggregate center of excellence, leading international logistics entities coming here to Clark.
So what will be the mixes that we expect there?
Good question. The park, and if your audience has an opportunity to see the schematic,
Yes,
it's colored into 4 colored zones.
Okay.
The yellow area is really the logistics, light manufacturing. By the way, there will be no heavy manufacturing.
No heavy.
That was eliminated. There will be no heavy.
No pollutants.
There will be no golf courses. There will be no amusement parks.
Yes.
This is really a logistics hub. So the yellow shaded area is targeted for logistics, warehousing, distribution, light manufacturing.
To serve the airport.
That's right. People, just-in-time manufacturing,
Yes.
light, electronics, high-tech, IT-oriented,
Yes.
sophisticated companies who want to be just-in-time to an air hub. The purple area that's shaped like a triangle
Okay.
is really targeted to be a commercial retail area to support the people working here. Starbucks,
Yes.
gas stations, banks, office supply houses. It's things to support the community of workers. And remember, Sonny, we're talking about up to 70,000 jobs, 70,000 workers. Who
We have
need-
54,000 right now in the whole of
the whole- this will
Freeport.
double that.
That will double.
This will double the, and these are meaningful jobs. These are in the area of logistics, distribution, services, manufacturing, office, general office
Right.
areas. So the purple area, that triangle, is targeted to be the support community for the city, if you will,
Yes.
the jobs working there. The pink area, or the lighter purple shaded area,
Magenta?
we're calling